Hello students, today I am continuing the topic increasing and decreasing functions. So let us take example exercise question from exercise question 5 of exercise 6.2, where find the interval in which the given function fx equal to 2x cube minus 3x square plus minus 36 plus 7 is strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. So let us solve it. Solution: our given function is given fx equals to 2x cube minus 3x square minus 36x plus 7. This is our given function. We have to find the interval in which this function is strictly increasing and decreasing. First of all, we see that here for this given function, domain is completely whole real number. So from this real number, for which subinterval the function is strictly decreasing and strictly increasing, we have to find. So for that, first of all, we know that for finding increasing and decreasing property of the function, if derivative is greater than 0, then increasing, strictly increasing. If derivative is less than 0, then strictly decreasing. That's why we are now try to find derivative. F dash x equals to, differentiate with this, 6x square minus 6x minus 36. Okay, this is the derivative of this function. Okay, solve it. Now, here we have to find first the interval of the whole domain, subinterval of the whole domain, for possibility of increasing and decreasing. For that, we have to find value of the function, value of the x, taking f dash x equals to 0. So now we see that f dash x is equals to 0 implies 6x square minus 6x minus 36 equals to 0. By taking this, we have to find the value of x for dividation of domain, that is whole real number. Okay, so solve it. Common 6, then x square minus x minus 6 equals to 0. Now factorize it. 6 x square minus x minus 6, you can factorize it by taking 2 and minus 3 as middle term. So what will be there? X square plus 2x minus 3x minus 6, that means x common, x plus 2, here minus 3 common, x plus 2, that means x plus 2 and x minus 3. So we can factorize it, x plus 2 and x minus 3. So x plus 2 and x minus 3 equals to 0, implies x equals to minus 2 and 3. So these are the value which divides the whole real line. This divides the whole, because whole real line is our domain. So this is minus infinitive, this is plus infinitive. Here minus 2, suppose this is middle point 0, then this is suppose minus 2, this is 1, 2, 3, this is 3. Okay. So there are how many subinterval? This points minus 2 and 3 divides whole domain in 3 parts. First, second, third. That is, in this part, in this part, and in this part, the property of the function we have to find. That is interval minus, this interval is minus infinity to minus 2. This interval is minus 2 to 3, open interval, and 3 to infinity. Clear? 3 to infinity. These are 3 intervals. Now, we see that derivative of the function, that is this, f dash x equals to 6x plus 2 and x minus 3. In this interval, all the values are less than minus 2, that is minus 2 point something. That is, if we put any value from this point here, then this will give negative value. This will give negative value. As suppose x lies between what? Minus infinity to minus 2. That is x less than minus 2. That is x plus 2 is less than 0. That is x plus 2 is negative. Similarly, from here, and also x minus 3. X minus 3. Since also x plus 3, x is negative. Here x is negative. So negative minus negative, negative. So this is also negative. Here in this interval you can see also here x greater than 3. That means x minus 3 is greater than 0. Also x plus 2, x greater than 3, that is positive value. So positive plus 2, positive. Also x plus 2 is greater than 0. Both are positive, product is positive. Both are negative, product is positive. That is, we see that this is greater than 0 in interval minus infinity, minus 2 and 3 infinity. Clear? We see that this, because this is positive, totally positive in those two intervals here. Both negative, then both. This will be positive, both positive, then this will be positive, 6 is also positive. So derivative is positive. This implies fx is strictly positive, strictly increasing. Strictly increasing. In these two intervals, that is minus infinity to minus 2, union of both are including infinity. In these two places, sign of f dash x positive. Here, sign of f dash x is positive. So, and f dash x is equals to 6x plus 2 and x minus 3 is less than 0 in minus 2 to 3. Minus 2 to 3, that is in this interval. Here x lies between minus 2 and 3. So by taking this minus 2 less than x and x less than 3, minus 2 less than x means x plus 2 is greater than 0. 0 less than x plus 2, that is x plus 2 is greater than 0. Clear? And from here x minus 3 is less than 0. X minus 3 is less than 0, x plus 2 is greater than 0. That is, this is positive, this is negative. This is positive, this is negative. Positive into negative, negative. That means less than 0. So f dash x is less than 0 in this interval. Negative. Clear? So f dash x is, so fx is strictly decreasing. In minus 2, 3. So these are the interval. In this both interval function is strictly increasing, and this minus 2 and 3 in this interval function is strictly decreasing. So these are the intervals for this function, where function is increasing and decreasing, strictly increasing and decreasing. Okay. Take another question. Question 7 of exercise 6.2. Here, show that the function fx equals to log 1 plus x minus 2x by 2 plus x greater than 1 minus 1 is increasing function throughout its domain. Okay, so let us solve it. Solution. Here given function is given fx equals to log 1 plus x minus 2x upon 2 plus x, where x greater than minus 1. This is the given function. Here x greater than minus 1. Why? Because this value should be positive. That for that x greater than minus 1, because log is defined for positive value. Okay. So we see that the domain of this function is what? X greater than minus 1. All the real numbers which are greater than minus 1. That is, domain of this function is what? Minus 1 to infinity. This is the domain. Okay. Now we have to show that in this domain this function is increasing. In complete this domain function is increasing function. Okay. So as usual, first we have to find derivative of this function. Okay. So implies find its derivative. F dash x, differentiate it with respect to x. So log 1 plus x, derivative of this 1 upon 1 plus x into 1, this minus of derivative of this function we can find by using quotient formula, numerator upon denominator. So differentiate it, denominator square denominator into derivative of numerator, that is 2 minus numerator into derivative of denominator 2 plus x 1. Okay, this is derivative. Now solving, simplifying it, 1 plus x minus upper side 2 to 4, 2x minus 2x upon 2 plus x square. It can be solved like this, 1 upon 1 plus x minus 2x cancel, 4 upon 2 plus x square. Also solve it by taking LCM. Okay, we can find like this. One plus x solve it. 1 plus x into 2 plus x square and 2 plus x square minus 4 1 plus x, and solving it, a plus b whole square, so 4 plus 4x plus x square minus 4 minus 4x upon 1 plus x into 2 plus x square. Solving it, what, 4 cancel, 4x cancel, and x square. Okay, so this is the value of derivative, that is x square upon, finally derivative is x square upon 1 plus x 2 plus x square. Okay, this is our final derivative. Now we will test whether this is positive or negative in the interval minus infinity to infinity. Here, first of all, for dividation point, we see that now we see that f dash x is equals to 0 implies x square upon 1 plus x upon 2 plus x square is equals to 0. Here, since x greater than minus 1, so x plus 1 is, x plus 1 is greater than 0. Also x plus 2 is greater than 0. X plus 1 is greater than 0. Also x plus 2 is greater than 0. That's why this quantity is greater than 0. So this is not equals to 0. This is not equals to 0. That means not equals to 0. So these two quantity are not equals to 0. So we can write x square equals to 0. That is, we get x equals to 0. Clear? Here, what denominator should not be equals to 0. So 1 plus x, 2 plus x, all are greater than 0. That is not equals to 0. That's why we can write x square equal to 0. So x implies x equal to 0. That is, 0 is the point which divides this interval, minus divides interval minus 1 to, this is 0, this is plus infinity, minus 1 to plus infinity, minus 1 to plus infinity. So minus 1 to 0 and 0 to infinity. These are the two parts. in these two parts, we have to check whether function is increasing or decreasing. We have to prove that this is increasing. So, now, one by one, taking interval in this interval and in this interval. Okay, now take we have f dash x equals to x square upon what we get 1 plus x and 2 plus x square. Now for this interval minus infinity to minus 1 to 0 or here 0 to infinity. There are two parts. Okay. Now for this part, for interval minus 1 to 0, minus 1 less than x less than 0 implies x greater than minus 1 and x less than 0 implies here x less than 0 negative value, squaring negative value you will get positive value. So square is greater than 0. Clear? Here x greater than minus 1 implies x plus 1 is greater than 0. Clear? X plus 1 is greater than 0. This is greater than 0. This is greater than 0. Also 2 plus x 1 plus x is greater than 0. Also 2 plus x is greater than 0. So 2 plus x square is also greater than 0. That is, we get like this is greater than 0, x square is greater than 0. These three quantity are greater than 0 for this interval. So implies f dash x is greater than 0. These three quantity are greater than 0. That's why f dash x is greater than 0. Implies fx is increasing, strictly increasing. Strictly increasing in minus 1 to 0. Also, we can see in the interval 0 to infinitive. In the interval 0 to infinitive. Okay. Clear? Here the sign of f dash x positive. Also for interval and for 0 to infinitive, x lies between 0 to infinity, that is x greater than 0. X greater than 0 means x square greater than 0. Also x greater than 0 means x plus 1 is also greater than 0, because you can add both sides x plus 1. The x plus 1 is greater than 1, greater than 1, 1 greater than 0. That is x plus 1 is greater than also 0. Similarly, you can add 1 on both sides. X plus 2 is greater than 1, that means greater than 0. So x plus 2 is also greater than 0. So here x plus 2 is greater than 0, that means x plus 2 square is also greater than 0. Implies we get x square is greater than 0, x plus 1 is greater than 0, and x 2 plus x is square is also greater than 0. That means also implies f dash is greater than 0. That is, x is strictly increasing in 0 to infinity. Thus, we see that function is completely increasing function in its whole domain, because in both interval the sign of derivative is positive. That is, function is strictly increasing in its whole domain, -1 to infinity. Okay. Taking another questions, prove that the function fx equal to 4 sin theta upon 2 plus cos theta minus theta is an increasing function of theta in the interval 0 to pi by 2 closed interval. Okay, so solve it. Solution: given function is what? F theta equals to 4 sin theta upon 2 plus cos theta minus theta. Okay, 2 plus cos theta minus theta. This is given function, and we have to prove that this is an increasing function of theta in the interval 0 to pi by 2 in this interval. Okay, in this end for closed interval we have to show that increasing function. Clear? Now for that we have to find first derivative of this function f dash theta. To differentiate with respect to theta, we can find the value of derivative of this function. So this is here numerator upon denominator. So use quotient rule. So denominator square, denominator 2 plus cos theta into derivative of numerator, that is 4 sin theta का derivative, that is 4 into sin derivative of cos theta, minus of numerator, that is 4 sin theta, into derivative of denominator. Derivative of 2 is 0, cos theta is minus sin theta. Okay, minus derivative of theta 1. Clear? So this is derivative. Now solve it. Here 2 plus cos theta square, multiply it 8 cos theta plus 4 cos square theta minus plus 4 sin square theta minus 1. Okay, this is equals to 8 cos theta plus 4 sin square plus cos square 1, 4 common, sin cos square plus sin square equals to 1. So 4 upon 2 plus cos of theta square minus 1. This is the value of f dash theta. So f dash theta is equals to 0. Taking this is equals to 0, we have to find the value of theta. So f dash theta equals to this is equals to 0. Then solve it. 8 cos theta plus 4 upon 2 plus cos theta square is minus 1 is equals to 0. This is equals to 0. So take minus 1 on the right side and then multiply it, cross multiplication. So 8 cos theta plus 4 equals to 2 plus cos theta square. Now break it. 8 cos theta plus 4 equals to here a square, a plus b whole square, that is 4 plus 2 into 2, 4, 2ab means 4 cos theta plus cos square theta. Okay, solve it. Here 4 cancel, 4 cos theta is taking left hand side, then 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta means 4 cos theta minus cos square theta equals to 0. Taking on the left hand side, then you can get like this. This is equals to 0. Now solve it. Solving it, we can get the value of theta. Here 4 cos theta common, then 4 minus cos theta equals to 0. So implies cos theta equals to 0 or 4 minus cos theta equals to 0. Implies cos theta equals to 0 or cos theta equals to 4. But we know that cos theta equals to 0 only. Cos theta equal to 0. Since cos theta equals to not 4, as cos theta is less than 1, as cos theta always lies between minus into plus 1. Okay, less than equal minus, as cos theta equal to cannot be 4 because cos theta lies between minus 1 to plus 1. So only value cos theta equal to 0 is our value. This which gives theta equals to pi by 2, which gives theta equals to pi by 2. So dividation of the interval pi by 2. We have to check in between this. So interval pi by 2, it's okay. Okay. Now we have to see what will be the sign of f dash between 0 to pi by 2. Then we can say about increasing or decreasing, because if derivative is greater than 0, then increasing, less than 0, then decreasing. So now we have to check sign of derivative. Okay, here we have derivative like this. What? F dash theta equals to, we have f dash theta equals to 8 cos theta plus 4 upon 2 plus cos theta square minus 1. Here we have derivative like this. Now we will try to see the sign between 0 to pi by 2, between this part. We have to find the sign of this quantity. Okay, so for that just solving it, taking LCM. So 8 cos theta plus 4 minus of 2 plus cos theta square upon 2 plus cos of theta square. Okay, now solving 8 cos theta plus 4 minus a plus b whole square, 4 minus 4 cos theta minus cos square theta upon 2 plus cos theta square. Okay, so further solve it, we can get 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta means 4 cos theta plus 4. 4 cancel. 4 cos theta minus cos square theta upon 2 plus cos theta square. Okay. Also, we can take common 4 minus cos theta upon 2 plus cos theta. Now we will test the sign of it in this interval. Okay, we know that the graph of the cos theta function, if this is 0 cos theta, so here 0, here pi, here 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Okay, pi, 2 pi. Now between 0 to pi by 2, cos theta is positive, upper side. Graph of cos theta is this. Okay, so sign of cos theta will be positive. Now also this is the sign value of f dash theta. So just we have to write this value here. Cos theta 4 minus cos theta upon 2 plus cos theta square. Okay. Now since for theta lies between 0 to pi by 2, theta lies between 0 to pi by 2, cos theta is greater than 0. Also 4 is greater than cos theta. 4 is greater than cos theta because the value of cos theta, since cos theta lies always minus 1 to plus 1, so 4 is greater than cos theta, that is 4 minus cos theta is greater than 0. So this second quantity is also positive for this interval. So this is positive, positive, these two quantities are positive. Also 2 plus cos theta, square of 2 plus cos theta greater than 0, and also 2 plus cos theta square is greater than 0. Always, because cos theta lies between this, that's why 2 plus cos theta is a positive quantity. The square of that quantity is also positive. So this is positive. So these three quantities are positive. Hence, thus we see that f dash theta is greater than 0 for theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2. That is, f theta is strictly or f theta is increasing in 0 pi by 2. Now as as f theta is continuous function, continuous at theta equals to corner point, extreme point 0 and pi by 2. Now, as f theta is continuous at theta equals to 0 and theta equals to pi by 2, the function f theta is increasing on closed interval 0 to pi by 2. Closed interval. Here we write closed interval because in this interval, open interval, function is increasing, and at the extreme point, that is 0, beginning point and end point, function is continuous. That's why function is increasing in this closed interval. Okay. So this is the our solution of this question. Okay. Take another question, question 15 of exercise 6.2. Here, I is an interval which is disjoint from -1 to 1. That is in minus infinity to plus infinity. This is 0. This is -1. This is +1. Accepting this, I may be this interval or this interval, because accepting this disjoint from this means this does not contain in I. So I is minus infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. In these two places, the given function fx equal to x plus 1 by x is strictly increasing. Okay, so we have to prove that the function is increasing in this and this interval. Okay, so let us solve it. Now we are trying to solve it. So solution. Given function is what? Fx equals to x plus 1 upon x. X plus 1 upon x. And we have to show that this function is strictly increasing on the interval I. And we see here I is what? Plus infinity to minus infinity to plus -1 and +1. This contains this and this part. Okay, so I equals to what? Minus infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. This two part contains I, and this is -1 to +1. Disjoint from this I, this is I is this. So we have to show that this function is strictly increasing in I, on I. So find derivative of the given function fx equal to f dash x equal to what? X derivative 1 and 1 by x derivative minus 1 by x square minus 1 upon x square. This is the derivative of the given function. So f dash x is equals to 0 implies 1 minus 1 upon x square equals to 0. Solving it, we can get x square equals to 1 implies x equals to plus minus 1. These are the value which divides this whole real line at -1 and +1. This is -1 and +1. Now we have to show that the function is strictly increasing in this. This means in this interval, also in this interval. Okay. So here we check sign of derivative one by one in these three parts. Okay. For interval, first interval -infinity to -1, -infinity to -1. We see that -infinity less than x less than x lies between this. Here derivative equals to this. We have to check its sign for this. So here -infinity is less than x less than -1. X less than -1, x less than -1. X less than -1 means the values of x will lie here. And you can see if we square the value of x from this side, then that value will be greater than 1. Greater than 1. Because the values of x which lie here, numerically absolute value is greater than 1. So if its value we squared, then that value will be greater than 1. So this implies x square is greater than 1. Implies, now in equation, so inverse it. So 1 upon x square is less than 1 upon 1 means 1. Clear? Invert it. So this implies 1 minus 1 upon x square, 1 minus 1 upon square is greater than 0. One minus 1 upon x square, 1 minus 1 upon x square is greater than 0, implies this is f dash x. So f dash x is greater than 0. F dash derivative greater than 0 means function is increasing in this interval. That is first part of I. So implies fx is strictly increasing in -infinity to -1. Also, we see for the interval 1 to infinity. Also, for the interval 1 to infinity, x lies between, we see that 1 to infinity, implies here x greater than 1, x greater than 1, x greater than 1 implies x square greater than 1, implies 1 upon x square 1 upon x square is less than 1. X greater than 1, x greater than 1. If we square it, then greater than x square will be greater than 1. Clear? X greater than 1, then x square is greater than also 1. So, inverse it, 1 upon x square is less than 1. Similar, 1 minus 1 by x square. 1 minus 1 upon x square is greater than 0. So, derivative is greater than 0. That is, fx is strictly increasing. Also in the interval 1 to infinity. 1 to infinity. Okay? Thus we see that fx is strictly increasing on both interval minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity, which is disjoint from minus 1 to 1. And also we have to show that here function is not increasing. Okay, so this is our required part. Now for minus 1, 1. Minus 1 less than x less than 1. Now for this interval, we see that minus 1 and plus 1 value, then square of this, square of x is also less than 1. Because here the values of x like 0.5, 0.3, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, square of that number is also less than 1. That's why we write like this, x square less than 1. Implies 1 upon x square, 1 upon x square is greater than 1. Clear? Inverse it. 1 upon x square, 1 upon 1, sign will be changed. So here, from here we can see that 1 minus 1 upon x square is less than 0. That is, this is the value of derivative. So f dash x is less than 0. That is, f dash x, that means fx is increasing, strictly increasing. So implies fx is strictly decreasing, strictly decreasing function in the interval minus 1 to 1. In the interval minus 1 to 1. So here function is decreasing. Thus, we have proved that the function is increasing, strictly increasing in this part I, which is disjoint from this part.